The work of the creative artist begins with information, the insights they carry that is given as a form of art. The art we see, hear, and feel comes out of the thoughts and feelings of special creatives who use different elements of representation that suits their intents. Thus, art is usually referred to as a form of art. Welcome to another exciting moment on the Art Express. First on Gallery, Art Pantheon Gallery presents Evolving Lines of Our Time, an exhibition of drawings, paintings, and pastel works. Let's take a look.
My works are basically, firstly, they are very much inspired by my work as a medical doctor. I work in the field of dermatology, so I, treat people that have skin concerns. And my art started when I decided to take my love to help people out of the clinic and start to showcase the kind of issues and skin changes that happen with my art, so I can raise awareness, to stop stigmatization of certain skin concerns. So that was the turning point of my art, and that's what made my art more about skin concerns. I think I was an artist before I became a medical doctor. Yeah. So being a medical doctor, spending all my time in the clinics, led me to see people, in a particular light, because I talk to people every day. And they tell me about their concerns, about their worries, and we always try to do what we can to help. My art is one of such means where I tell people's stories. Most of the work behind me, The Feeling Blue, it's about someone who had a certain skin concern that had, made her shy. She lost confidence. She hasn't been able to go out. She can't wear the same clothes most people are wearing. She's finding it difficult to accept, what she is or what her skin is. And, I'm trying to say there's beauty in imperfections, there's beauty in scars. You just have to change your notion or change the lens at which you're using to look at these things. So for me, that's what I'm trying to use my art to do. Try to push for a rethink where people now understand that there's beauty in what you have. There's no perfect skin, it's a myth. So trying to chase perfection is only going to lead you down a dark road. So you need to start to learn to accept what you have, how you are made, how you are created, and that's what I'm doing in my art.
I've been painting since 2015, and my work really is focused around themes on the journey of self-discovery. Looks at the idea of identity and contemplative moments as well as introspection. So in the works being presented at this exhibition today, Evolving Lines of Our Time, is really speaking on the intricacies of drawing, the simplicity of drawing, and how that forms the foundation of any drawing or an image. And basically here what I'm focused on is really the contemplative or the introspective moments of different people while they're going about their various lives. My works really speak on themes around introspection or reflective moments. So I like to capture a moment in time where we're by ourselves reflecting on behaviors or past events that we have experienced. And in this exhibition, some of the works, as you can see, if you look at that one in particular, which is one of my favorites, it looks at someone who is in a moment of rest. So those are the kind of simple images I try to capture in my work.
Each work builds onto the layers of the one before and after it, so that working off each other, they can create an unforgettable ambience of colors, complexities, and beauty like a constellation. In the works, one can see in full display the sheer facility for draughtsmanship, the depth of feeling, and the worthiness of concerns. Each stroke is alive with the artist's own delight in the very act of creation. Evolving Lines of Our Time seeks to illuminate the intimate moments of our lives. It doesn't merely go around, nor does it just go through. It goes around and through, touching on the very aspects of life that chime close to our hearts, the aspects we turn to with the greatest earnestness when we seek to know who we are and who we are becoming.
My whole work is about how I relate with everything. My environment, family issues, pressures, economy, petrol price, bad roads, terrible third mainland bridge. Everything is in my work. The artists who are showing have different approaches to drawing and creating their works. So everybody's here on merit. Nobody's here because he's a cousin to somebody. We're all here because over the years, by the grace of God essentially, we've done the things we need to do. That's why we're here. Every time is a search for the next. You have to keep searching. The practice for some is searching in the same place. For the practice of others is searching in the wrong places. I rather search everywhere. So art for me is not just Naira and Kobo. I don't want to do Naira and Kobo art. I just do art. I enjoy doing it. So not every, you could dance and not make money. You could be a theater artist and not make money. But you could be a fantastic writer and make loads of cash. You could also be a fantastic writer and get no response. So I think art is an elevation. You have to keep creating those elevations of happiness, of joy, of peace, of love, of multiple emotion.
This exhibition is a selection exhibition of an artist that can be able to draw very well, and I've been using a line to interpret their emotions, desires, and the rest. So since my work has been a sort of work that people like to collect, and I'm a kind of person that I don't normally do drawings regularly on a exhibition sale, but I do drawings before I do any sketching, any paintings. So I took this upon myself that let me just participate in this kind of exhibition, so people can see that drawing can also make an impression in the artwork. Yeah, the works I displayed are one, a nude girl, a semi-nude girl, and some of the works like two girls playing with a teddy. It denotes the kind of activities that goes on within young girls that just left secondary school and they are waiting for their JAMB result to come out. You know, they are just idle at home and probably looking for something else to play with when they don't have a phone to play with. So this kind of activities always go on in the poor setting.
So like most of the exhibition pieces done here were pieces I did since last year, and then it just rhymed with the theme that I've been working on. It's based on an investigation I was doing, based on our perception as people. So because right now there's a lot of confusion here and there, people do so many genders now, so many identities. So you begin to ask yourself that who really are we? So is it that a man doesn't look like a man again, or a woman doesn't look like a woman anymore? So it's in that as I was researching, and then I now did this piece. So as you could see, most of them, they're all headless. And it's just still in that asking of questions that should we still retain the way God made us, or we should think differently? So that's actually the question being posed, because I mean, over so many influences has entered into us, like Western influences and so many influences, but actually, is it the right thing to do? That's the questions I'm asking, that should we just adapt to those things, or should we stick to our traditional values and norms of who we are exactly? So it's in asking of questions that really, these are things that is happening in the society now. a lot of people claim to be genderless, a lot of people claim to be multi-gendered here and there. So really, is that the right way to go? So it's just an asking of questions, and because of, if you look at how things have gone so far and so well, you get, I understand there's so many advancements here and there, but like still our own values, we should still ask ourselves questions. Should we still be the way we are, or what, or the right way to go? So it's just in the asking of questions here and there on really who are we as people? Are we adapting, or are we evolving, or what exactly are we heading up to?
I have my Joy series, and I also have the Lagos, what I can say, the Lagos energy that you can now expand to be the Nigerian energy, like we can see and experience. That is bringing some value to the already very robust global energy. And we are bringing in this dimension that people have come to see as positive and as something very unique, and of course something that is enduring and very creative.
Today's exhibition is about evolving lines over time, and it's so because most artworks that we see starts from lines, it starts from drawings. For a lot of collectors or a lot of art enthusiasts, they are not even aware that some artists can even draw. So that's why we have actually brought this contemporary and the masters together and showcase their master draftsmen in this exhibition. So you see their lines, you see their strokes and their forms that evolves into the paintings, into the artworks that we all adore and we all love to acquire. So it all starts from these lines. It evolves from these lines, the strokes and all that. So yeah, so that's all about it today.
Welcome back. Also on gallery, Body Blue and Beyond by Professor Peju Olaiwola is a beautiful journey into the world of textiles. Now it builds on a previous solo exhibition, Indigo Reimagined in 2019. Let's take a look.
This is Body Blue and Beyond, the textile exhibition by Professor Peju Olaiwola. Standing behind me are a group of models who will be exhibiting the very first collection from Peju Olaiwola in 2023. The outfits are made of indigo, vegetal indigo dyes, and it is significant for Professor Peju because she has been for the longest time working on clothing that adores and elevates the use of traditional dyeing processes over imitation fabric. So it's beautiful to be seeing the models walk in blue and in blue made from the indigo plants. It's also beautiful to see the exhibition come together.
As you can see, that I put on one of her Adire work. So she's approaching Adire from the point of art, beyond the point of fashion. So there's art in it, there's fashion in it, and it is 100% local content. I think our Nigerian fabric are gorgeous. They are comfortable. They are designed for our weather. And they are exportable because oftentimes when I'm out of the country, I put on my adire, and it is well appreciated. And I think it's something that should be patronized. Our adire is 100% handmade, not machine made. And characteristically, works that are handmade are usually more expensive than machine-made work.
Especially, I'm here to celebrate Peju, who is an alumna of one of our exchange programs. In 2011, she went to the United States on the International Visitors Leadership Program. And so since then, there have continued to be connections. But the other reason is because in public diplomacy, we are working to bring people in America and Nigeria closer together. And art is a universal language, and so we are here to support that.
The inclusion of Beyond, the exhibition title of Professor Peju Laiwola, serves as a forward-looking glimpse into the future. It prompts us to consider the strides made in the textile and fashion industry regarding the dissemination of designs, the incorporation of innovative techniques and methodologies, the evolution of cultural production spaces, and the sharing of knowledge. This exhibition provides a comprehensive and immersive experience that spans various artistic mediums, including fashion, video, performance art, installations, and relief sculptures. It offers a multifaceted exploration of the progress and possibilities that lie ahead in the world of textiles and fashion.
In the fashion world today, in the textile world, there are a lot of colors that have been introduced. And so much as we push for sustainability and the use of indigo dyes, we're also asking that we think about more sustainable methods of dyeing fabrics, and also looking at the tradition of dyeing in different parts of Nigeria, and developing this tradition in ways that celebrate our heritage. And in one of the works that we have here, the performance, we are actually tearing fabric as a symbolic way of tearing the imported imitation fabrics that have been brought into the country that are competing with locally made fabrics done by our local craftsmen and women that is destroying the adire industry. And so we are calling on government to put a stop to the importation of these imitation materials that come from outside of Nigeria, and also, in a sense, breaking down the structures of colonialism. So we're also looking at how skills are passed on from one generation to the other. We're celebrating the work of women, because women's work is so important, so we're centering women's work and using this as a way of speaking about this very rich heritage of textiles that we have in Nigeria. Oh, the performance that we did, it's titled Body Blue. You know, when you wear adire, the local adire, when you wear it, the blue rubs up on your body. So we're looking at that blue. The fact that the blue rubs up doesn't mean that the fabric is not good. In fact, in some cultures, particularly amongst the Ondo people, the older the fabric that they wear, the more important, the more valued it is. Like the old ashoke, the vintage ashoke. So even when it's threadbare, they still wear it with pride because you wear the age of the material. So that performance was speaking to how we pass on skills from one generation to the other. We also are celebrating our heritage that has been handed over to us to sustain. And so we have the Sound of Water that talks about the use, the responsible way of the responsible use of water. We also look at the sound of the sewing machine that speaks to fashion and how fashion and textile are interrelated.
Also on the Art Express, the Lagos Fashion Week is an extraordinary celebration of African fashion and sustainability. Now, fashion enthusiasts and industry stakeholders came together to explore the rich heritage of craftsmanship that defines African fashion, as leading and rising designers showcase their impeccable collections at this year's event. Let's take a look.
I saw some bits of the outfits when we did a photo shoot, when we did her lookbook collection. I've been shouting since then till now. So I'm fascinated. And Ejiro has always been putting it there, gradually, and very beautifully. So she always makes things easy for women. She always, now there are some things for guys. So Ejiro has topped the charts.
We have more designers providing more clothing to Nigeria. So people are buying the clothes because they are available to be purchased. We're having more solid fashion houses in Nigeria. They have been here for years and they are still owning their space. That's quite exciting, knowing how difficult it is to run a business in Nigeria. And I think with the kind of response you get from customers and the industry, you just want to put out your best. And that's what we are doing. As you can see here today, and like what I did on Tuesday.
Tapestry Tropicale is a testament of Ejiro Amos Tafiri's creative prowess, featuring a captivating 60-piece ensemble that beautifully intertwines tribal prints with the lush aesthetics of the tropical forest. This collection serves as a tribute to the richness of African heritage and the flamboyance of the African fashionista. It aims to encapsulate the spirit of timeless fashion, symbolizing the beauty of passing down exquisite pieces through generations.
Tapestry Tropicale. So you will see that it's a layering of several textures, several fabrics, different things that you would think will not go together, come together. And my most exciting one is I did menswear. Yes. Oh my God. Well, I'll say first time it's in a collection. I mean, I have brothers and I'm the only girl. I grew up tomboy. So it was so good to dig back into how I used to think and how I used to think about clothes, and then take the aesthetics I've developed over the years with my women's wear and be like, you know what, why is it that it's only women that get to wear these things? Men can wear them, and make sure that men wear them in the way men want to be seen, and look at it through the eyes of our traditional clothing. So traditional Yoruba clothing and traditional Igbo clothing. So like the draped trouser, that's what people wear. We wear wrapper. So I'm like, why can't we export this to the West? Why must we keep wearing trousers like their own dress? Why can't we wear wrapper? So I'm like, okay, let's make a trouser with wrapper. I mean, girls have been having that forever, but and it was super sexy. So it was just taking all the ideas I've developed and loved over the years, digging deep into our culture and playing with them, and that's what you're seeing here today.
All right, we've come to the end of this edition of the Art Express. But before I leave, let me leave you with this. Lovers of the arts don't depend on classroom or instructors. They pursue answers for every demand. Their minds are always concerned with how and why. Food for thought, guys. My name is Tolokwe Lamidi. It's a wrap.